My name is Jeevan Thondaman. I was the former State Minister of Estate Housing and I'm currently a Member of Parliament for Nuwara District. No, absolutely not. I believe it's a human right to not be discriminated and to live in, live in a world where you're free of fear or any sort of discomfort. So I don't think anyone should be discriminated against. Grow up. Well, I think first we have to understand that my party, Ceylon Workers Congress, it's a traditional party with quite a conservative mentality. So for us, our main issues were exploitation against the working class, and now with the evolution of the world and how things have evolved around us as well, we have to come to terms with what reality is, even though it may not be comfortable for some people. But it's our job as leaders to educate them. So we are in the process of educating even our own party members and the rural classes on what the LGBTQ community stands for and what it entitles them for. So it's a slow process, but it's we're surely taking a step forward. Yes, I'm aware. I think it's it's inhumane and it grossly violates somebody's privacy, personal space, and even their right to live as a free citizen in this supposedly free country. But it comes down to the fact that more than these sort of practices done by the authorities, it comes down to the fact that our education system is broken. Where we have not been taught acceptance, where we have not been taught how to live in an inclusive community. And, so things have to change from there. So as of now, what we have done as a political party in Parliament is that, we met the Justice Minister recently. And when we met the Justice Minister, there were certain other issues we had to bring up. And along with those issues, we even brought up the issues faced by the LGBTQ community in Sri Lanka itself and the lack of recognition given to them. So when these issues were brought up, we were also given it in a form of writing as a proposal to the 21st Amendment that a person should be able to live in this country regardless of their sexual orientation without having the fear to express how they feel or just be who they are. So these are the steps that we have taken right now, but it's still not enough, because even though we did take these steps, there was still widespread criticism on why this issue was brought up during an economic crisis. But I think it's our duty to understand the fact that even if there is one issue going on, that doesn't necessarily negate the other issues that are parallelly running across. So there is no particular right time as to when an issue should be brought up, but if it is an issue, it must be addressed. Yes, of course, because there's no difference between a child who is part of the LGBTQ community as opposed to a child who is, in society's term normal. Of course I do. I think they have the same qualities as my other friends would. They have their good qualities and their bad qualities. But at the end of the day, one thing I have noticed which sets them apart is how much they recognize empathy. Because I think I'm assuming it's because it would not have been an easy childhood for them growing up, with people constantly rejecting them or treating them differently. So with that, I feel they have developed a sense of empathy which is higher than that of an individual who is heterosexual. I'd rather not. Well, not just Sri Lanka, but LGBTQ people all over the world. I think they have made a lot of progress despite the backlash, despite the negativity thrown at them. They have made a lot of progress in the past 50 years. And I think one of the main reasons for that is that they kept the conversation going no matter what. So I think it is their job, it's their duty to keep the conversation going, and it's our duty to let them talk and for us to listen and see how we can take the country forward. Because I think we have to learn from history. If you look at history, there have been many races, there have been many cultures, religions which have come and gone. Some have stayed longer than the others, and some have ceased to exist overnight. So all this religion, race, culture, all these factors, they're temporary. The only thing that is of any sort of permanence is humanity, mankind. So I think we owe each other at least that basic amount of respect, where we live and let live. So I feel that is the most important aspect of this. Well, the message that I have to Sri Lankans is, just because somebody is different or somebody is in any way not who you are, that does not give you a right to put them down or stomp over them, and let alone trample their rights. So with this being said, I really hope that the new breed of Sri Lankans that have taken over this country, are a more inclusive society, which you can see, and are allowing people to talk, and we take it seriously. That's about it. Better together.